Good morning, welcome to FailCraft Casts and the Hearthstone half hour. However, this is part of our little Curse of Naxxramas playthroughs and guides series. I'm Hammy, I hope you're well and good. We're really enjoying Naxxramas, and for you in this episode, we have in this little video a look at the Rogue class challenge. So remember that the first week of Naxxramas that we're in right now, or if you're looking at this later in the future, in the Arachnid wing, you have two class challenges. You have the Druid and Rogue, and then of course in the other wings you unlock the other class challenges as well. So Druids and Rogues, you get your class challenges, you get your new cards today if you're watching in July. Otherwise you can pick these up in any order you like, of course, when all of Naxxramas has been released, probably by the middle of August, over that 5-week release window. Of course, this video is being shot when Naxxramas releases, so if you're watching this later, don't worry about that. Do it in whatever order you fancy for the hero of your choice. So let us jump in. So class challenges are a nice fun little thing that Blizzard have built in. You need to play a custom deck that Blizzard give you, beat a boss, and then if you beat the boss with that deck, you get the card for that particular class. I can get the Annual Ambusher, which is very, very fun, returning a random friendly minion to our hands. So let's dive in. So Maexnna. What do we know of Maexnna? Well, if you've not played Maexnna in the sort of single player challenge, if you're not already defeated, well, you have to have defeated Maexnna, of course, to be able to unlock the class challenges. So you already should know what Maexnna does. If you're watching this before you've defeated Maexnna for the first time, Maexnna is very, very good at bouncing your minions back to your hand with a hero ability, and also I didn't want to toss that away. Well, we got Stampeding Kodo, destroy a random minion with throw less attack. Excellent. I think this card is going to be Imba in Naxxramas. Okay, turn 1, well, I can throw down an archer, I can deal the damage. In fact, I'm going to keep that in hand. Reason for that is because I know Maexnna drops a lot of low health spiders. That battle cry of 1 damage with them. So Maexnna swarms with a lot of small spiders, and here's an example. Generally always coins to bring out that haunted creeper. And when that creeper dies, it summons 2 small spiders as well, so loads of little spiders. However, this deck has probably been designed to defeat her, and I'm going to drop an Echoing Ooze. So note that this card is really interesting. On a battle cry, you summon an exact copy of this minion at the end of the turn. Now, note that that's an exact copy of the minion, as it says at the end of the turn. Now, why am I repeating that fact and stating the obvious? Well, the interesting thing is, if you buff this minion, it will get copied in its exact form at the end of the turn, which is very, very exciting. So is Maexnna. It's a big, giant spider. No massive surprise. You can see that we now have suddenly loads of spiders coming out. The web spinner, the random beast that Maexnna gets could either be amazing or terrible. We just don't know which. But note that you can see what this rogue deck is trying to encourage us to do. With the weapon, we can remove small minions. But what we can also do, here you can see that I can bounce cards. So I can return a minion from the battlefield to my hand and then throw it down to summon another ooze. So that's probably what I'm going to do next turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this spider right now, summon some newer spiders, and then I can trade this away with my ooze. And then because of my ooze, next turn I've got another tanking ooze as well. So lovely. I'm swarming with the ooze. Then I can throw down a Brewmaster next turn. You can see that's where the Brewmaster's probably in the deck to pick up an ooze, throw it down, and then keep multiplying the oozes. So I can swarm ooze. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so rogue-wise, let's keep on cracking on. Right, I can't quite combo into an SI7 agent, which is a nice card to have in, and I'll show you how that can work. But this time I've got a nice play equally. What I can do is simply bounce. You can see that by throwing down the useful Brewmaster, I can bounce my ooze, and then by bouncing that ooze, I can throw it down and then reuse its battle cry, meaning that at the end of the turn, it'll summon another ooze. Now, the Emperor Cobra will be nasty. It's on the table for quite some time. So what I'm actually going to do is, I forgot. I should have just attacked. I didn't have enough attack to kill that ooze, to kill that Cobra. Very silly of me. We can see that the ooze is now replicating, and we can swarm with the ooze. Maexnna throwing down a Gargoyle. So this rogue deck is designed to take advantage of combos. You can see that we've bounced one of these back to our hand using the useful Brewmaster, and we have also got the ability to throw down a card and then the SI7 agent. So here's why Stampeding Kodo is great. This could just keep living, but we can throw down the Kodo and we can destroy the enemy minion with 2 attack or less, and we've got that down. So now we can just attack with the Ruse. And against Maexnna, the main thing is, if you look at this hero ability, Web Wrap returns a random minion. If you've only got one minion on the table, then of course she's always going to try and return that minion to your hand. However, if you have multiple minions, then Maexnna is less likely to use, from what I've seen, Web Wrap. So that is very, very good. Very good indeed. I can slam all my minions into this to kill it. There's no point in mind control teching. I can look at throwing a combo out, but then I can either deal 2 damage, or I can summon a 2-1 Defiance Bandit. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to sacrifice the combo of the Defiance Ringleader to get the damage of the SI7 agent. Remember that combo, of course, triggers whenever you played. The combo effect will only trigger if you played another card beforehand. I'm then going to charge in, just to remove that tank. It will summon another tank, and with that tank, I can use my Swarming Ooze. Echoing Ooze. I think Echoing Ooze may replace Acidic Swamp Ooze as our new Ooze hero. Well, welcome to those of you joining us. If you're not signed into Twitch, sign into Twitch. It's free. Join the chat and come say hello. We're just enjoying the Curse of Naxxramas Hearthstone Adventure Mode, and this is a little playthrough straight guide to the Rogue class challenge. And you have to play Maexnna with this deck, which revolves around combos and bouncing cards. And by bouncing, I mean returning them to your hand with some kind of an effect. So he's got 2 Shades of Naxxramas down. If they live, they gain 1/1. There's no way I can kill them until they attack themselves. If he had 4 more minions, I could take control of one at random. So if Maexnna gets too many minions down, I'll throw it on the mind control tech. Annual Ambusher, I think that's a very good time to play that card. I don't need the health, for example, but when that dies, I can return a random minion to my hand. And because all of these, there are battle cries on those 2, I can benefit from the battle cry. If I pick this up, I can destroy a random minion again, so I can benefit from the effect of that. All of these minions, if I pick them up again, I've got a chance of reusing the benefit that they have on the card, whether it's a combo, a battle cry, or similar. So you can see how this rogue is set up is really encouraging you as a Hearthstone player to think about how you can combo some of the new Curse of Naxxramas cards with the existing Hearthstone cards to make new and fun decks. And I like this sort of dual nature of the challenges. And there you go, there's Web Wrap. And Web Wrap has lucked out for Maexnna as she has managed to return your Ambusher, my most dangerous card, into my hand. So the other 2 minions come out of stealth. Remember that every turn I leave them on the table, they're going to, like Gruul, buff themselves up by 1/1 every go. So I need to make sure that I get to work on either removing those or giving myself some other options. So if the 1 more card hits the table, then I'm going to hit the mind control tech to nick one of them, but what I do want to do is, as much as possible, make some nice trades. So I'm going to get rid of the 2 cards that would probably do me the most threat. I'm going to throw down the new Ambusher again, and then that leaves me with my SI7 in a nice position of table control. So remember, against Maexnna, you want to make sure that you get a good amount of control down. Haunted Creeper flies down from Maexnna, and of course Maexnna a big spider, so we need to be looking at how we can deal with the Swarmy card again. Big Game Hunter, I'm not going to play that because there's nothing with an attack of 7 or more. I'll keep that as a tech type card, and you can see that well, due to the Web Wrap and then other similar jobs, I've just been wiped from the table, which is not great, so we need to start again. What can we combo out? Well, I can annual Ambusher into an SI7 agent, and then with the 2 battle cry damage, I can remove that. Of course, do remember that it's going to then summon the 2 spiders, but with the rogue's weapon ability, Lira Sanguinar, I can reach out with my 1/2 weapon and remove those minions. And look at Maexnna's Web Wrap and see how frustrating this is. There you go. Oh, nicely comboed. Well, the spider goes back to the hand at least, but with the mana, Maexnna can just drop it down on the table again as well. So note that we've managed to deal with Maexnna's sort of multiple small minions. That is the key. However, you can now see the new Ambusher, the combos just firing off lots and lots. Right, nicely can be commented here. So Echoing Ooze goes down. At the end of the turn, that was going to replicate itself with its Echo. That then takes me into an SI7 agent. And what I can do now is look and see if I can work on removing some of these other minions. So I'm actually going to get the damage on that so I can try and remove that Annual Ambusher. I don't want the random minions to be kept returning. And I'm actually going to remove not the web spinner. I'm going to wait for Maexnna to remove the web spinner, and the reason for that is because So that will summon a random beast into Maexxna's hand. That could be an amazing beast, it could be a terrible beast, but it's a card just with the suffix.
Maexxna, that is not on my approved card list.
I love the fact that Maexxna gets told off for whipping out the sea giant from nowhere. There we go. Gets in sacrifice web spinner, and then a random beast has got into Maexxna's hand. What is that beast? We're not going to find out till next go. Now, here's a nice one. So, mind control tech. I can throw that down, and I can grab a random minion. Okay, I get a news. Well, that's better than nothing. If I got the sea giant, I'd be laughing. Return a friendly minion to your hand. Now note that lets you combo. So the purpose of this. The Big Game Hunter is handy because that will, of course, now allows you to see giants. Now, Shadow Step, I can replicate an effect. What effect would I rather replicate? Well, at the moment, I'd rather have the effect of the SI7 agent. Shadow Step returns that card to my hand. It costs 2 less. I can then play this for 1 mana, and then with that 2 damage, which triggers off the combo, I can remove the Inuit Ambusher. When it dies, the random friendly goes back to his hand, so that minion has to go back in his hand. And I can bounce him there. With the remaining mana, summon a weapon, attack, and that looks as though we should be going good. It did not look good, but you can see that a nicely designed deck here is making you think about combos, which is good fun too. Oh, and Naxxramas, look, Blizzard are treating you. So if Maexxna's health wasn't low, I could have dropped Maexxna's health to 15 with that battle cry, or I could heal myself up. I don't actually need either at this point, which is splendid. So I'm going to throw down the Priestess of Elune, get a little bit of health back on my hero. I'm just going to say hello. Hi, streaming, ATM, BBM. Hello. Hello, Voidwalker. Assassins sure are fun for combos. They certainly are. I very much agree with you, Ice Cold. Okie dokie, well there's no weapon for me to destroy, I just want to get rid of that tank, so I'm going to sacrifice that, which will let me get rid of the tank. I can't kill the Jungle Panther, so... sure are. Sure are. No, you're not, Voidwalker. No, you're not. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to throw down news just to give me some damage on the table. Attack, and we are very close to being at the end. BB out. Yep, certainly is. Internet acronyms. Them internet acronyms. Okie dokie. Well, Maexxna has managed to get down another giant, but that is not going to help. Boo! Okie dokie, so that is this done. There's a Rogue Challenge done. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us as we just played through in a little playthrough stroke guide to the Rogue Hero Challenge in Hearthstone's first adventure mode, Curse of Naxxramas. And there we get a new ambushes. You can see that we played to interesting effect in that game. So another card that we can play with. So thank you so much for tuning in to this little mini Hearthstone half hour or FailCraft Casts Curse of Naxxramas guide. I've been Hammy, this is FailCraft Casts, as our little sign off. If you're live, don't go away. We're going to be playing some more in a sec. If you're on YouTube, then goodbye for now, because this is the end of the video, but just a quick shout out to where you can find us. Have a look on the left hand side. We are live 5 nights a week at twitch.tv/FailCraftCast. There you will see us do the Hearthstone in a half hour, our regular show that goes through not only Hearthstone ladder decks, arena decks, basic concepts for new players, a few more intermediate concepts once you've got into the game, and really just having fun with Hearthstone in a pretty chilled environment. I'd love to see you there. We always tweet on @FailCraftCasts on Twitter when we're going to be going live, so keep an eye out for that. Do check out youtube.com/FailCraftCasts. You will be able to find more Hearthstone Naxxramas videos such as this, more Hearthstone videos in general, but Blizzard games, Heroes of the Storm are also in the alpha for that, loads of fun. And then do not forget, last but not least, the website, which is failcraft.org. There we have loads of videos, blogs and other things. Other people are going to be hopefully doing some content with us soon. And then there's also new player links and things that don't live so well as videos. So some more resources for you, be you a new player or a curious player there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Been absolutely great to have you with us. And take it easy.